Hi, it's Lorna here from Maritime UK. I'm the Programme Manager for Careers and Outreach, and I'm joined this afternoon by Kerry Thompson from ABP, who's going to talk to us about the launch of their recruitment campaign for 2021, and in particular to talk about apprenticeships. Hi, Kerry.
Hi, Lorna.
So can I ask about the launch date? Tell me when these applications and your recruitment campaign is being launched.
So we're launching our 2021 campaign as part of National Apprenticeship Week, which will commence on the 8th of February. Our campaign will be launched for all vacancies across ABP. So there'll be a nice geographical spread in terms of the locations that we're advertising for.
Perfect. And can I ask, let's start by talking about marine and maritime apprenticeships, because obviously that's what people would expect to be available within your organisation. So what sort of marine and maritime apprenticeships are going to be available?
So we will have a number of pilot apprenticeship opportunities available, some in the Humber and some in our East Anglia ports. And along with that, we'll have opportunities for people to join us on a marine operations apprenticeship. And again, they'll be in East Anglia and in Southampton. So as I said previously, a nice geographical spread across our 21 ports in terms of our apprenticeship opportunities.
It's not just marine and maritime apprenticeships that ABP offers, though, is it? You support training in other business disciplines?
We do, yeah. And, you know, this year is no different in terms of what we'll be recruiting for other disciplines as well as marine. So from that perspective, we have electrical engineer vacancy in Southampton and an engineer's vacancy there. We'll also be taking apprentices in finance, so someone to work within credit control and also somebody to work from a HR services perspective. And importantly, our commercial organisation, so someone who can see how we grow our business opportunities.
And I think sometimes people forget that a business that is a port would have opportunities for other types of work. So as you said, HR, business development, in credit control and so on. So are all these apprenticeships open to school leavers or college leavers, or are there different rules for the different vacancies?
There are different rules for different vacancies, and what I would encourage people to do who are interested in the vacancies is take a look at ABP's careers website and take a look at very much our LinkedIn pages next week, because we will be featuring case studies of individuals who are currently on apprenticeship programmes, and it will give an indication of how they started their apprenticeship journey, what entry criteria they had, and it will also identify for each of the different programmes the entry level we're looking for. You know, for our pilot apprentices, you know, we do need them to have had a number of years experience, but for something like our credit control, it would be an opportunity for more of a school leaver. So it really does depend on the programme. So
the short answer is to check the ABP
website and the LinkedIn
which is
pages.
What I say to people. Often careers advisors or teachers or individuals will come to me and say, how do I get a job doing X? And I'll say, think about the employer, look at their careers pages. Brilliant.
Yeah, and absolutely, so like I say, looking at LinkedIn as well next week, Lorna, will really help people, because, you know, we will be featuring apprentices who are currently in position, and that'll give more of an indication of what the day-to-day activities are within the different apprenticeship programmes, and that will definitely help people through the application process.
Brilliant. And does ABP have its own profile on LinkedIn, or is it individuals within the organisation?
No, we have our own profile on LinkedIn, so if people search for Associated British Ports, they'll see it there.
Brilliant. Now, you said that you're launching the campaign in February. I presume that not all these jobs will have the same start date, or do you generally take your apprentices on in the autumn? How does it work?
So we are actually in 2021 going to have the same start date for all our apprentices. In the past, we have had a couple of different start dates, but we'll be taking them on in September. So, you know, for those that are currently at school, it gives the opportunity for them to complete their education. For those that may need to, you know, if they're in employment and may need to give notice, it provides that opportunity from that perspective. So we're looking at the second week in September, which they will then all join us as a cohort, which is really nice that they join the company together, and their induction programme will be delivered as a cohort of individuals joining the business.
And given that we've all got used to dealing with things like this on Teams or Zoom or whatever, everyone's going to be able to do that wherever they are in the country, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and we did do that for some apprentices who joined us in 2020, so a very different experience, but we've moved to doing online induction for all joiners, actually, irrespective of whether they're apprentices or new hires, because it's just the nature of how we're having to work currently, and it has proven to be really successful.
Good. And is there a deadline for those applications? Do you know yet? Or
so we would anticipate the deadline being the end of March, because we would be looking more for interviews and assessment to commence in April. We've not put a definitive date on yet, but that's the anticipated deadline.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time, Kerry, and very best of luck with your recruitment.
Thank you very much.